Hi, welcome to Me to Heal with Angela Brown. So, I'm going to talk about a fun fact about myself. I am an identical twin, identical mirror image twin. So, that's even more identical than just regular identical twins. A mirror image twin means that one of us would lose a tooth on this side and the other one would lose a tooth on this side. So, when we turned and faced each other, it was like looking in a mirror. And one of us is left handed and one of us is right handed. So that's just what that was like growing up. Being a twin is something that a lot of people would have come across as what's it like being a twin? I wished I were a twin. That's so cool. And so, when you're walking around from the time you were little, I mean, from the time I can remember, right? People would stop and stare, and we were the talk of the you know, moment or whatever, especially when you're younger. And so, just to let you know, being a twin can be really hard at times, but super fun. It was fun. We got to trick a lot of people. That was fun. But the one part I was able to see somebody's post today that has twins, and they're not identical. They're completely fraternal. You can totally tell by looking at the pictures that this person's twins are not identical. But they went school shopping and they're younger. They're in their grade school years. They went school shopping and she just let them pick whatever they wanted for their clothes and their personalities shone through. And a little bit of like, I just saw that and it made my heart happy because I, as a twin, didn't really get to express my identity because we were made to dress alike. My mom bought two of everything. And so we had the same outfits. Now, whether we decided to wear them the same day or not, that was up to us. But we didn't really have our own personalities, I felt like. It was just harder to come out. So if you are a parent of twins, or if you become a parent of twins in the future, keep in mind it is so important for them to be able to express themselves and stand out different than each other because identity is important. It's important to know your identity instead of lumped. And that's another thing as a twin. I felt like we were lumped together as like if she was rude, then we were both rude, or if I was rude, then we were both rude, right? So it's just kind of, or the twins did it, it was just kind of we were lumped in one. And so just for me to have my identity, I struggled with my identity into my adult years. And I don't know, maybe that's not common for twins, but for me that was the case. So I think it's so important that we are able to express ourselves and really know who we are. So when you have twins, the dressing up alike is fun and great, and it's a novelty idea, and that's awesome. Like, I think that's great to do here and there, but like on a daily basis, or I remember being assigned a color. I was assigned a color, and my sister was assigned a color for the first several years of our life, and then I ended up hating the color that I was assigned to, and then my sister ended up hating the color she was assigned to. So, and then I think in our later adult years, we were like, oh, I actually like that color again. We just had to take a big, long sabbatical from that color. So I just think if you're a parent of twins or going to be a parent of twins, just the making sure that they have their identity, let their personality shine through, and let them choose to be different, let them go after their interests instead of trying to lump them together as one. But I am going to tell you, we were able to dress alike and we were able to trick a teacher. When you get into middle school and you have different classes, and that's another thing. My mom chose to put us in different classes growing up in the first several years, in the grade school years. And I highly recommend keeping your twins together. Keep them together in the same class because you want them to be best friends. When you separate them at such a young age, then they're separating in their lives, and then so I My twin sister was able to have twins after or her first pregnancy. She had twins, and usually usually twins don't have twins. It usually skips a generation. So she decided to do it different. She decided to have her girls be in the same class every year until they hit middle school. And that's kind of like, you can't help that, right? They can't really be in the same classes. And then she was like, oh, that's great. But because she did that, I feel like they had a stronger bond as sisters. So that's food for thought. She always told everybody, I feel like, because people are like, oh my gosh, your twins are so good, or how is it to have twins? And my sister would say, you know what? I felt like I had a cheat sheet of things to do and things not to do. She just kind of reflected on what she did like and didn't like as being a twin. And so that was kind of fun to see her be a twin mom. So then this doesn't have to be all about twins. I just wanted to focus on the importance of identity, the importance of you being you. Feel comfortable to, even if everybody around you is liking the same thing and doing the same thing, but it's not who you are about. Feel comfortable to stand out. Feel okay to be, well, this is who I am, and I'm going to be okay with that. So just having an identity that helps you stand into your truth, your authentic self. God made us to be different and unique, and that's where we shine. And we shine when we are living into our truth instead of feeling like we're being made to be a certain way or wear a certain thing. And you know what? I hate to say it, but even us adults struggle with, it's amazing how many women I have talked to about just makeup alone. You take makeup and a lot of women wear it and a lot of women don't. And I was a huge makeup wearer every day up to my 30s. I wore, when I hit my teen years and till my 30s, I wore makeup every day. I didn't feel like I could go somewhere or to the store without my makeup on. And it was really my one of my girls, I was going running an errand and I'm like, "Oh, well, wait, I can't go. I got to put my makeup on." And she was like, "You look fine without makeup." And I'm like, "No, no, no. I've got to have makeup on." And so I finally came to the conclusion that it's kind of freeing not wearing makeup. And so I have decided not to do the makeup. And now I'm not bashing on those that do makeup because I've been there. But to me, it's been so freeing not to wear makeup. The only thing I do is mascara because I like my eyes to just pop out a little bit. But when I stopped wearing makeup altogether of everything else, it just was such a freeing idea. In fact, it was just recently, I want to say a few months ago, I was having this conversation with a friend and I'm like, I can't, I can go without makeup any day of the week, except for Sunday when I put on a dress. I can't go without makeup. I have to wear makeup when I wear a dress. And she was like, well, how come? And I said, because I don't feel put together. I feel like, I'm dressing up and I'm dressing up in a nice set of clothes, and I think my face should match that. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, you're beautiful without makeup, and you don't have to have the makeup on with that kind of an outfit." And I'm like, "Well, okay, maybe I'll try it." But because she dared me. She's like, "I dare you. I dare you to go to church and wear no makeup." And she's like, if you want to do the mascara thing, do the mascara thing. But when I say no makeup, no eyeshadow, no blush, no foundation, nothing. Just go without. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try it, but I don't know how soon I can try it. But her words had sat with me, and it was like a Wednesday night when we had talked, and it came Saturday night, and I was thinking, makeup or no makeup for church. This would be the very first time since being a teenager that I would choose not to wear makeup to church. And so that was a weird thought. And so I wake up the next morning and it was like a makeup or no makeup. Like I'm in a hurry and decide. And I just, I chose not to wear makeup. And let me tell you, that was freeing. That was so freeing. I had told myself this story that I had to have makeup on. And makeup is just a mask. It's a cover up. I've heard these, well, I don't look, that was my excuse. I don't look feminine. I don't look very pretty without makeup, but whatever stories we have bought, like, because society has fed us a line of garbage when it comes to how we women need to look. And I just think if we are okay with being who we are, not having to do it just because that's what society puts, that's the pressure society puts onto us. So, and maybe you love wearing makeup and you don't care either way, go for it. If that is you, that is you. And just be comfortable in what you are doing and just ask yourself if you're truly doing it for yourself or if you're truly doing it because society says that's what you have to be. And so for years, I know that I did it because of the pressures of society, right? You have to, especially the image of young girls. We see it in magazines, we see it in commercials, we see it all around us, billboards, just everywhere of how to be, how to speak, how to dress, how to, put on the makeup. Just it's all over and it's not going away anytime soon. That's why I am such an advocate of identity and who we are, knowing whose we are and who we are, and just living into that purpose. So, self love is so important. So, just that is my thought for today. Just being a twin is awesome, but it has taken a long time for me to live into into my adult years, to live into being okay with who I am. And you know what? My twin sister and I, we're not the same. We're opposites, and that's okay. Um, it took me learning how to have confidence in myself and learning to have self-love and learning to connect with God and just feeling that self-love. So that's all I got to say. I just wanted to just share that little tidbit about me and just the importance of stepping into your truth and being okay with who you are. God bless. Please like and subscribe to this channel. And until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye.